Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. So in this video we're gonna cover about a very important aspect which is called overthinking. So I know it's very a difficult aspect in everything, but especially in gaming or while coming to your dating life, it's much more cruel, guys. So overthinking literally kill our dream and everything and whatnot. You know how it is work. So I believe the main reason we overthink is only because of these two. One is because you don't know the outcome. Of course, the uncertainty of it's become very anxiety, and that's the thing you will come into a different excuses and possible simulation that's running in your brain. You will literally simulate the things that never happened, but worrying about the things. I hope you understand, guys. So literally, for example, if you approach a girl and you like literally, before approaching the girl, you're literally simulating, what if she had a boyfriend? So what if the boyfriend came? Or what if she doesn't talk to me? What if she rejected me? What if she slapped me in front of everyone? Just or what if she called her boyfriend or called cops or what what if that literally become millions of what ifs in your head before you even open the mouth. That's the main enemy for any approaches, not only thing that thing but in any other area of life. That's the main part of overthinking. And second part is your past. So you might approached her, sorry, you might approached any girls and you might have a really really bad experience, or you have heard about anyone doing the same but end up very bad situation that literally put you not move forward. That's literally hold you back and not let you to move forward. So that's the second worst thing, guys, in overthinking. So for that, what's the solution? So that's simple. So you have to approach as I've shown here, and the rejection is not very catastrophic. Then your brain will become less afraid. Then your confidence increases and your approach become easier. Once it become easier, you will do a lot of approaches. When you do a lot of approaches, your our things will drop significantly. Not even it will drop exponentially. It will drop, and even after like probably for 100 or 500 or 1000 approaches, your overthinking would be gone, guys. So that's what it is. And as you see in a very famous video, like if you have a fear of rejection, just do the same thing over and over and again until you get the point, like fear of the rejection doesn't affect you. Just if you don't feel like talking a hot girl, just talk to like hundreds of hot girls and purposely get rejected, guys. I will seriously do that, like literally purposely get rejected so that you don't have a fear of rejection, and you will ultimately become outcome independent. So that's the same thing I have said in the previous video. So you should be literally outcome independent, so that only you can really function well, guys. So focus on things you have rather than things you want to have. So in gaming also the same thing. For example, most people, what will they do while approaching a girl? So they always I'm just going for insta close, or I'm going for a number close, then only it is a win for me, or else it doesn't win, or else I don't count. I always focus on number rather than they focusing on this, rather than instead of they should do what they have to do, like being on present and you know getting part in the conversation and talking to her freely and genuinely having an interest over her, rather than treating her as like a number or like a sorry guys, or Instagram. You should not focus, guys, because even though that's your ultimate goal, but you should not go for it. Or at least you should not show that you're only there for her number. So you should treat her as a girl, guys. So that's the reason you many of the guys, many of you might fail while doing game. Even in my early times I have did that same mistakes and I learned it by now. So the second important thing is the time. Time is the only food for your fear, guys. The more time you give, the more fear you get. So have you seen any Hitchcock movie, or any, like, what do you say, ghost related or like paranormal movies? Why you get scared? Because of the time, the anticipation. We know, if there is a scene like a door opening, and behind the door or inside the room there may be a ghost popping out. We know that, but the anticipation building is fear. But once it's done very quickly, we never scared of it, right? So the time literally feeds fear. So the more time you give, so that's why many coaches and many PEAs advise you to, like, do it very quickly. That's why they have a rule called 3 second rule or 5 second rule. So the as soon as you hit the field, as soon as you saw the girl, and you feel you want to approach her, just give 3 seconds. Count in your mind like 1, 2, 3. Just go for it, guys. Just don't think or don't dream, imagine nothing. Just go for it. And even you don't have anything what to say, for I will give you a easy example. Just have a canned line, guys. So, like, I don't say it's like a pickup line, but I would say like a canned line, like, wow, your usual line. So that would be much better. And also, uh, think about the situation you are, the environment. Depends on that. You just approach her. If you are in a metro, just have a canned line. Like, are you from this metro station? I haven't seen in your office time. If it's office time, I've seen you there. Like, if she yes, that's fine. If she no, and introduce yourself, just quick, guys. And as soon as you decided to approach her, just walks towards her. That's it, guys. No more excuses, nothing. Just walks towards her and use this can line. And 99% time, it will work, guys. Mark my words, it will work. And from that, you just change your goal, just not to get her number or Insta or anything. Just your ultimate goal is to have one genuine conversation, and rest will follow, guys. Once you have a very good conversation with her, and you know you genuinely interested in her, and she also match your vibe, there is something called state of transfer or state transfer. The way you feel better about yourself, or if you feel, very happy, that state will transfer to her, and she will also feel that emotion. If you feel anxiety and fear, and she will also feel the same. So just be a genuine connection. Even if you are nervous, just say you are nervous. That will be more, authentic to the conversation. So the more authentic and congruent you are in the conversation, the more chances that she will get attracted to you. So that's how attraction will work.